Hello everyone and welcome back. As you saw last week, I have shin splints again. Now, luckily for me, I don't really have painful shin splints. They're more like sore slash kind of like achy. So I feel very grateful that they feel like that, considering that one of my mom's friends right now also has shin splints and he's saying they are like so incredibly painful. He can't even walk. So I'm definitely grateful that mine are, I feel like, at the low end of what a shin splint can really be. I mentioned when I first got the shin splints that I was doing a little bit of a recovery routine and that I would show it to you eventually, and I feel like right now, because I have them again, would be the perfect time to show them to you guys. My priority in this recovery is not just my shins, but also my knee. As you know, in the past, I've said I had runner's knee, and I will occasionally get like a little bit of a flare up of it, so I still try to make sure I prioritize exercise and recovery moves for that. Majority of these moves, though, were recommended to me by doctors, so I would recommend speaking with someone before you try any of these. The first thing I like to do before getting into any actual moves is starting out with some basic stretching. I then like to do leg raises over a kettlebell. I feel like this is one of those moves that when you watch people do them, you think, oh, that can't be that hard. And then when you actually do it, it's quite challenging. After that, I do 3 different versions of lateral leg raises, aka the Jane Fonda. I start with my toes pointed to the sky, and then I switch back to my foot being in a neutral position, and then I like to end it with my toes pointing at the ground. These always give you a nice little burn, but the real burn comes from doing clamshells. I then take a band and I do ankle eversions, inversions, and dorsiflexions. My doctor said that my quads are kind of weak, so that is primarily my reason for having runner's knee. So I like to do leg extensions to really target those quads. And now, since I'm in the gym, I'm going to use a bench, but if I am home, I typically will just use a foam roller under my knees, and it definitely isn't as good as the bench, but it works in a pinch. And then I like to end it with single calf raises and tibialis raises. My goal for doing this little bit of recovery is something that's kind of quick and easy that I can do just after a run. Some other things I really like to do that help my legs that aren't recovery moves right now has been using a gua sha on my legs. I don't really know how to explain it, but after using it, my legs feel very light. Also, what's really nice about it is we keep ours in our fridge, so when you're doing it, it's just like this really nice cold sensation on your legs as well. My second favorite thing is a roll-on menthol gel. I got one of these a while ago in a giveaway and I absolutely love it. I will say the smell is definitely a lot, but my favorite thing about it is that when you don't have time to do an ice pack, like whether you're going out or you just can't sit, it gives you that same sensation as if you had an ice pack on your leg, so it's really nice for like on the go. Now this next thing, you either are for it or you're against it, and that is kinesiology tape. I personally turned to kinesiology tape when I first was getting runner's knee and nothing was really working for it, and I know a lot of people say it doesn't work, it's a placebo effect, but placebo effect or not, it did make my knees feel better, and right now my mom is also struggling with it and she's been using it and she says, oh, it does make my knees feel better. So for me, I don't really care if it's a placebo effect. It made it feel better for me, and you know, if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I do hope you guys did enjoy this though. We are really close to the race, which makes me a little bit nervous considering how the legs are feeling, but I'm hoping with recovery and rest and just hopefully doing all the right things that we will be fine for race day. And if not, I probably will push through, which I know is probably not the right thing to do, but I figure after that I can take a little bit of break and then really let them recover. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens on race day. Till then though, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and roll the outro.